Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial. And look at that. We are now James Bond. Yes, call me Grady. Martin Grady. Okay, let's stop that. Right, okay, what we're doing here at Goodwood, we're in the Aston Martin DB5. Sport hard tyres. Goal difficulty I've said is medium. It's medium to hard, but medium I would say. Time estimate of 1:26.2. That's for the gold. That is my estimate there. There's not too many corners, and I know the gold time's already close to that, but I can't see them getting much more time. But I've been wrong in the past, so hopefully I'm not wrong this time though. If you do like this video, do give it a like, subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content, including the latest time trial guide. Well, let's jump into this one and let me tell you how to get the gold time then. So we're going to head towards turn number 1. And on the left-hand side, you got the marshal box, but going after that, we're actually looking for that 50 board and we're braking just before it. Now, the closer you get to this 50 board, the more you yeet it into this corner. And believe it or not, actually yeeting this car gives faster lap times. But I'm trying to present an easier way of getting gold here by not yeeting it as much. So just before the 50 here, you can see on the screen there, I'm braking. I'm staying in 4th gear. I'm trying to keep the speed above 90 miles an hour. That's my goal as I accelerate through the corner. You are going to see 93, 94 if you get it properly on and sideways, a bit like the Goodwood races essentially. But 90 miles an hour, your minimum goal. Now, when you rev this car, you can rev it all the way to the end, but I rev it until the end of the bar. That seems to be the best option for me personally. And as we head towards this right-hander, we've got some tricky brake markers coming up. So you can use the guy on the left in orange if you really want to. I was not using that guy there, but I've highlighted him just in case. I was trying to get as close to that marshal box as possible, but you can't brake on it. You got to brake before it. So that's my goal here. Okay, the orange man is exactly where you brake there. So as I come into here, I'm trying to cut the inside a little bit, keep over towards the right-hand side, and then the end of the tarmac there on the right, where the sign is as well, is your brake marker, and you're braking just before you get to this, okay? Now, for this corner, I want you to stay in 4th gear. Now, gears are quite tricky for this car because 3rd gear, you're going to get a lot of oversteer. 4th gear, you're not, but it's slightly less powerful in terms of when it starts to pull here. Notice how 4th gear is very stable there, and I can accelerate through no problem whatsoever. Let's get to the hardest corner on the circuit then here. So we've got 3 markers here, okay? You can use the guy in black on the left. I do not use them, but they are there as a marker for you. You can use the white line in the center. I've used that before. I was not using that today. And we've got the black fence on the right side. As that starts to disappear, that is your brake marker. Use any of these 3. They're all in the same spot there. I've picked out 3 for you. So if you don't like my one, you can pick that white line in the middle. It is a good one that you can use as well, to be fair, as we go into here. 3rd gear for this one. Be careful about oversteer. It will happen a lot in this car. It's an old car. It rolls around a lot. Weight transfer is a big thing. So it's all about stable braking. Braking in a straight line, releasing the brake slowly, and allowing that weight to move slowly rather than really quickly and causing oversteer and all sorts of weird stuff that's going to happen in this car. Head towards this corner then. We've got the marshal box on the left-hand side or the end of the tarmac. Any of these markers are perfect for you. Okay, again, this corner, when you go on the brakes, you're going to go to 4th gear and the rear's going to want to step out, okay? I want you to stay in 4th gear for longer than you realize, okay? So as we come into here, 4th gear as we go into here, and as we get through the first part of the apex, we then go to 3rd gear to get the power on exit there, as you see we do. Head towards the chicane then. On the left-hand side, we have the marshal box there. That is my brake marker for this chicane. This chicane can be really annoying because you can tap the first part and tap the second part and run wide as well. So I actually really nailed it on this lap, to be honest with you. It's my best chicane I did on any of my laps that I did. So as you come into here, I'm trying to take a wider line in, and then I get really close to that left-handed barrier, but I survive it and continue on out. If you do go on the grass a little bit, just come back on. You should be fine to complete the lap all the same. So what we're going to do then, we're going to go into the fast lap then. So we're going to brake after the marshal box just before the 50 board here. Stay in 4th gear, stay above 90 miles an hour as we come through this corner. And you can really start to accelerate really early on there as we continue on out of the corner. Remember, you can rev the car all the way up to 6,000. I just go up to the end of the bar, basically. There's no difference between that and 6,000 really as we continue on through here. And what we're looking for now is going past that marshal box. We're looking for the guy in orange on the left side. There he is. Or braking just for the marshal box, which is what I use here. We're going to cut the inside as much as possible. Get over towards the right-hand side as quick as possible. At that sign, slow the car down. Keep in 4th gear to keep it stable as we accelerate through the corner. I'm going to use the fence on the right-hand side then as that starts to disappear. But that's not the only thing you can use. You can use the person dressed in black on the left or that white line in the middle. It's entirely up to you, but they're the 3 markers I use. Continuing on out of there then, we're going to accelerate all the way up now to the final couple of corners. Okay, again, rev the car if you want to, or don't rev the car. It's entirely up to you as we head up there. So as we come into here, what we're looking for on the left-hand side is the marshal box or the end of the tarmac, whichever you prefer, okay? As we come into here, we brake. And then we're going to change gear as we get past that first apex there. So rotate the car a little bit and accelerate out the corner as quick as possible. The final marshal box on the left-hand side is your brake mark for the chicane. A wider line in to avoid hitting the barrier. We get very close on the second part there. Use a bit of the grass if you need to. And accelerate towards the line. And that is a lap here at Goodwood in the Aston Martin DB5. Oh, Miss Moneypenny. Well, I think we've just gained 2 million credits, haven't we, Miss Moneypenny? Right, okay, I'll stop the James Bond stuff now. That is it in terms of this car. Just be careful of that weight transfer and do yeet it a little bit. It can be yeeted and it's quite good fun as well. So do check it out. Get those 2 million credits. They're there for you to get and hopefully this guide helps you get them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate it. We're on that journey to 40k, which is getting ever closer. And there are 2 videos there to check out, including last week's time trial guide if you are still struggling on that one. Big thank you for watching as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon. The name's Tidgney. Oh yes, just Tidgney.